Hey viewers, welcome to a preview of next week's battle, Season 6, Battle 18. It's a bit of a special battle, this one. There's only 3 battles to go until the end of the season. Even though they're 3, they are quite involved, might span a few weeks to actually show them, because they're the biggest that I've probably done in the history of this channel. So more on that later. Probably at the end of this season, it's a little bit sad in a way that I really have to kind of wind up this stop motion stuff. So I'm going to try and put my all into these battles, so it really winds everything up and makes it look great. It's been a bit of a ride, good ride over the last 5 or so years, and I've enjoyed making them and enjoyed people watching them and getting as much enjoyment as I have out of it. Anyway, enough about that. Let's focus on where we are at the moment. At the moment we're converging at the base of Myth Dravor. We've got a number of different storylines, and this is the battle where a lot of those kind of tie in. So I've got the board set up at the moment. I'll just show you where we're at. So this is the Gate of the Ancients at the bottom of Myth Dravor. This is our table that we've got. There's nothing on there at the moment. I'll explain what's happening in a minute. So our ancients have been threatening to come out of this gate for a long time. We've got a cultist who's trying to open these gates. I'm not going to give away all the little storyline bits, but basically we've got the convergence of a number of armies in this battle. They're all sitting here waiting to see what comes out of this gate and bestow upon them various powers or whatever. I'm not going to explain what happens. You'll have to watch that next week. But anyway, so what we are doing here is we've got the feedlots. So if you remember watching an earlier battle, bodies have been dropped down through grates, finding their way down into the feedlots here. Here we've got a cart full of bodies, and our necromancer type character who's basically been here from Battle 1. So bodies are coming down, ready to be fed to the ancients. Right, so I haven't got them all over the table yet, but I will have them. And we're going to have our heroes up here. They're going to come into the board through the dungeon side here. Now I'm not doing, for the rest of the season, I'm not doing the kill team small ones. They're going to be huge, big battles, a lot of work. They might have to take a few weeks off while I prepare them. But they're going to be big ones. So I hope you like big ones. Anyway, so these guys come down. There's a lot of little storylines in between, which you might be able to get an idea of as I go through the armies. But we have the Lunar Wolves just here, and Horus is up the back. We've got a different type of Horus up the back there, which you'll have to watch the battle to see how that interacts. Down here we've got our female Inquisitor who's gone to Chaos and obviously taken the Slaanesh side of things. We've got one of our champions of the Slaanesh here, which he made an appearance early in the season. He's sided with this Inquisitor who's going to come down and try and prove its worth in front of the ancients, but there'll be more storyline elements on that. We have our white army here with our librarian from the previous battle. They are going to come forth from the old Periculo. They are going to be teleported in along with a whole bunch of, you can't really see these over there, a whole bunch of Necrons over there. So those two are going to come through from our last battle. Just a smaller type of army compared to last week's. We've also got the Genestealer cults. So they're trying to appeal to their god, which hasn't made its appearance just yet, which will be in the next few battles. So the Genestealers are coming down to try and prove their worth as well. We've also got a frost-based Nurgle army I'm not going to go through all the units yet, but basically they're here. There's a storyline behind those. I have to just wait and find out. And then probably the more unusual ones over here, we have our undead Lord, who's been in charge, I shouldn't say Lord, Guardian I should say, who's been guarding people coming down through the castle of Mithravor. Now this is various summoned creatures from the past, try to link in with our storyline, given that there's a fair bit of time travel going on, so they're going to come out. And we've also got an Eldar army up the back, Exodites, so they're going to come out because they link into our next battle, which will be fairly interesting, but can't give too much away yet. So we've got 8 armies, Eldar, undead, let's call them undead. We've got the Lunar Wolves, that's 3. We've got Slanesh, 4, Space Marines, 5, Genestealer Cult, 6, Nurgle, 7, and Necrons, 8. I have no idea how this is going to work. So I've never done this before. Hopefully it works out really well, but the plan is they're going to appear on different sides of the board, and it's going to be a battle royal. I've been thinking about some of the earlier days where I used to watch wrestling, and before you had WrestleMania you used to have the battle royale. I'm not sure how you say it, but it's when everyone comes out and throws each other out of the ring. So that's the plan. They all come onto this board, try and prove themselves in front of the ancients, and start killing each other. So there's no alliances between them. We're going to have, each person has a turn and they can attack whoever they want. They can form alliances or they can do anything. Who knows how it's going to work. So it's going to be a longer battle, this one, because each army is going to have a turn. So you're going to have it's going to be, I suppose, 8 times as long. But I guess the armies are smaller, so it might go a little bit shorter. Not really sure at this stage, but should be a lot of fun. So this is probably one of the third last battle of the season. I've got some big plans over the coming weeks. It's going to be my last hurrah, I think, at this stage. I'll have more on that later. But this is the board for Battle 18. I hope you enjoy it. Stay tuned next week. Thanks for watching.